Hello and welcome to This Week in Bronze. I'm your host, Trombone, bringing you the content that has been called nice work and then was immediately sent through YouTube's spam filter and stuck. Looks like Tinder isn't the only place where nice things that are said to me are probably spam. Except Tinder is at least nice enough to let me go through the emotional roller coaster of finding out it's spam myself. Wow, that's sad. So today we're going to be talking about zoning, what it is, and why you should do it. Dictionary.com defines zoning because who uses Webster's anymore as, especially in League of Legends, of or relating to the division or of an area into zones as to restrict the number and types of buildings in their uses. I know you're thinking, trombone, trundle? Really? No, and so I don't end up reading the dictionary to you. Buildings are more than towers or pillars. It is anything built or constructed, like arts and crafts. So, in the interest of arts and crafts, we'll be walking into every lane and showing the public the pile of shit we made and trying to make them post it on their fridge by zoning. So in bot lane, it's important to recognize that instead of in every other lane where there's 2 zones, there's actually 4 zones. There's the zone where you can build things, the shitty neighborhood, the zone where your support is building things, and the no zone. Never go into the no zone. So everyone knows that the Jhin is the best zoning. No follow-up or grammar, the best zoning. So lock in and hope that the enemy team picks something dumb like Ziggs when they just bought him, because this is bronze. And for those of you who have never been here before, or it's been too long, bot lane is the mad lamb where bad players, me included, do stupid things. So you walk in the lane, you see the zones? That black one, that's the no zone. God, that sounded racist. So anyway, I want to teach you about the most subtle form of zoning that we'll literally see in every game. Keeping those zones in mind, but loose, you'll see here that while I'm missing more CS than I hit every wave, that there's actually constant separation between me, my new friend, who is really into that goth lifestyle, and their mad scientist and someone who did something with their degree and became an astronaut. So there's constantly a neutral area, more tense than the DMZ between us. And for those of you who have never cared about the world, that's the area between North and South Korea. Because newsflash, that war never officially ended. It's really tense. Anyway, so this area is usually determined by making an invisible line, usually at the edge of your ability or auto range where your enemies won't cross, because they want to have a good time, set up a ranch where they can live out their lifelong goal of playing of League of Legends Family Farm Edition. And your enemies also have this line set up, and then you have your very own DMZ. Meanwhile, your support is kind of your crazy government. So you have your nifty little parcel all set up, and they're trying to break through the line, make the other side mad, and occasionally cripple them to the point where they have to enlist a friendly farmer like yourself to join the cause and crush your neighbors across the lane. Granted, this is not a cover-all, nor is the system perfect. Your time in lane may vary, and remember that even though this two-step system to creating your very own DMZ is great, never, ever go into the no zone. All right, so that's a lot of information, but to kind of put it into example for you, here's how not to zone. So you see here in this first clip, I'm trying to run the controversial 3-zone system. Thresh is kind of coming up, and he ends up getting screwed for my mistake. So that's a good example of what not to do. I should have probably dropped back there, let him do his thing in the river, and then probably would have lived. My bad. Sorry, Thresh. Love you. Alright, so in this next clip, Talon's coming up. I get greedy. He killed me. I'm really jealous, so I want to shut him down. The appropriate move, I got the kill, yeah, so what? The appropriate move would have just been to take it and then leave and fight under tower and turn that into a huge advantage. Unfortunately, I'm dumb and in bronze, so I died. So don't do that either. You know, zoning is more important sometimes, taking the defensive and making a play later than taking one right. All right, and because it seems to happen every game, don't fight around Dragon Pit. This is I can't do it. I'm really bad at it. Um, so yeah, this was all on me though. Just really bad positioning throughout. That's another important part of zoning is positioning. Um, you know, it's half the battle. How are you supposed to set up a DMZ if there's no Z? You know, so yeah, I'm bad at Dragon Pit and in general, but mostly at Dragon Pit. So mid lane is where zoning is super important. Where most mid laners are not faker, it's important. Really important. And it's important to talk about the zones. So in mid lane, there's 2 big zones. The first one is where the opposing laner is building their Rembrandt, and the second is where you're trying to put your macaroni on the fridge. Now, why putting the enemy laner in a specific place is so important is because of junglers. You always have people coming into your lane, so it's important to make sure your enemy's laner's Rembrandt looks more like a Salvador Dali. That was a little highbrow, and I don't expect you all to get that one, but it's okay. So who's the best at arts and crafts in this lane? Obviously, it's a wind-up robot made of your grandma's knitting stuff. That's as artsy as it gets. So you walk in the lane and the art competition begins. Obviously, you've already won because you're made of grandma's knitting stuff, but this sneaky little bugger has bombs. Guess he didn't read the rules and brought bombs to an art fight. So this is where it's important to set up that zone in the middle. By this point, you're thinking, Trombone, this video isn't about zoning at all. Zoning happens more in team fights. Well, I obviously said I couldn't do it in the title, and this is my video, so I can teach it how I want, and this is now zoning. So you'll notice throughout that I have utter control over my furry pal in lane because of my ball of yarn keeps him right where I want him. Killing me. But no, because my yarn emits so much static electricity, I have a large portion of the lane where he's afraid to go in fear of it, and he is keeping me dancing around because bombs hurt sometimes. Whoa, me! I see you say you're not saving your dying. You make sure you save enough for the rest of the montage. But don't you worry, I'm really bad at Oriana, so just you wait. Here they come. All right, so first clip, here we go. We TP in for the big play. Big plays, LCS big plays. Let's go, and then we get caught. So then they're zoning us. See, they're getting us into a choke point. That's not good. So we zone them right back. Set up that slow circle, and then we die because I can't do it. All right, here we go. Trying to come down, helping my team, and then we're caught in another choke point and we die because get caught out, you die. So third one, here we go. Big plays again. Big plays, doing the stuff, and then the Renekton comes behind you and kills you. So that's a consequence. So top lane, this is where you want to do whatever you want because nobody cares anyways. So get as much farm as you can and then show up when the rest of the team gives a damn in team fights. Top is the lane where you're so close together you rarely have enough space to even zone yourself, so usually the minions just do it for you, and in trades you hope that your enemy laner steps on them and makes mad enough to draw aggro so you win. In real zoning, your body is the line, so you're separating your team from your squishies that happen to do damage. If you can, you want to also draw their team's tanks aside so your squishies and their squishies can do damage to each other. And if you can't do that, just try to pull some damage from their damage dealers so you can do more to theirs. Vague statement here. Continuing the vagueness. So when you walk in a lane, you see that you have the best zoning. A lady with scissors for legs. Your own mom always said don't run with scissors, and we're doing arts and crafts. You want to make sure that your enemy is running with your scissors. More scissors jokes. Scyther. Yeah. And here, kids, is how I cannot play with the good champion. Enjoy. Alright, so here we go. We're walking in the lane. Vlad gets a good hit, and we trade back by missing RW because that's important. You know, you gotta miss stuff to you miss it. And we get him. We get him with the ult. We're gonna get him. And then we miss another W, but that one costs us. Probably shouldn't have missed that one. Then we buy the wrong item because that's important too. Always buy the wrong stuff. Alright, take two. Hit him hit him again. We hit him with that W, so it's good. He hits us, but he does less damage, and he puddles away like a little bitch. That's alright. We're gonna ult him. We're gonna get him. We're gonna hit him. We failed the first time and couldn't possibly fail a second time. Then we missed a W, and then he gets this again. That was bad. And then we buy nothing, and it doesn't matter. So here we go. Me and Cass taking on the world. Alright. Running away. We could probably make it, but then I dive balls deep into a 2v4 and die. Don't do that. It's bad. Alright guys, I guess the gist of what I'm trying to say is you can do everything wrong, and as long as you believe in yourself and your arts and crafts, you can win the game. Bot lane, victory, done. Moving on to the top lane. Victory, boom, done. Doesn't matter how much you mess up, because you will always win this game. That's not true, but just believe in it. Believe in yourself. Believe in me. Alright, just win. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you liked it, be sure to like it. Leave a comment, see what you want to see what you don't want to see. Tell me what you hated, tell me what you loved. Subscribe, because I appreciate that. I love the 5 of you already. Also, quick shout out to Eric. You see him a lot of the games. He's a big part of the creative process, and I just wanted to give him a quick shout out. Thanks guys, and see you next week.